Okay, this will be the discussion of the syllabus for Math 122, Intermediate Algebra Accelerated. You got your title right over here. This is a 3-credit hour course. The prerequisite is Math 81, 82 with a C or better, or an acceptable score on the computerized placement exam test. If you're registered in this class, all of that should have already been met, so you should be meeting the prerequisites already. The course description: the logical development of the laws of algebra, factoring linear equations, simultaneous equations, functions and graphs, exponents and radicals, quadratic equations. That probably doesn't mean a whole lot to you right now, but by the end of the semester you'll have a pretty good understanding of all of that. The course goal: in this course, students will develop an understanding of foundational concepts, reasoning, and skills in intermediate algebra. Now you'll notice that there is no period at the end of that statement. And the reason is because there used to be more on that. They cut it out, but failed to replace the period when they cut out the rest of the statement. I choose to run my classes with the rest of the statement in place. The rest of the statement says to prepare you for future math courses. So in this course, students will develop an understanding of foundational concepts, reasoning, and skills in intermediate algebra to prepare them for future math courses. And that's an important distinction, because I can teach you everything that we cover in this course sufficiently for you to get through this course. But then when you get to the next course, you're going to have trouble. You're going to have difficulties. I prepare you for the next class. So in this class, you're going to work harder. You're going to go into more depth. But by the time you get through with this class, you will be better prepared for the next class. And the next class is the one that matters more, because that's the one that's going to count towards a degree. That's the one that's going to transfer. This one is only to get you ready for the next class. So I'll be running it in accordance with the way the goal used to be written, which is the way I still view this course. Competencies. Upon satisfactory completion of this course, students will be able to none of these mean anything to you at the moment. By the end of the semester, again, they will. And throughout the semester, you'll be able to use this as a checklist. I do know how to factor polynomials. I do know how to solve absolute value equations. I do know how to find ranges and domains of functions. I don't know how to do algebraic operations yet, but I'll learn that. And you'll be able to identify what you've done and what you have yet to do. So the competencies is worth being aware of, even though they don't really mean anything to you right now. All right, student responsibilities. These are your responsibilities. Under AWC policy, students are expected to attend every session of class in which they are enrolled. If you do not attend class, it is nobody's fault but yours. It does not matter why you did not attend class. If you did not attend class, you did not attend class. You cannot get credit for attending class if you did not attend class. I say that, and it sounds obvious, but I have students all the time coming in with a note from somebody, doesn't matter who, saying, hey, I missed class because of this reason. Okay. Do I get points? No, you weren't here. Just like if you have a job and you say, if you just don't show up for work, you get fired. If you don't show up for work, but you come in with a letter saying this was going on, it was beyond their control, then you're not fired. But you still don't get paid. That's the same thing here. You may not get dropped from the class, but you're not going to get credit for being there if you weren't there. The notes aren't going to save you from losing points. If you want to be a participant in the class, you need to attend the class. If a student is unable to attend the course or must drop the course for any reason, it will be the responsibility of the student to withdraw from the course. Students who are not attending as of the 45th day of the course will be withdrawn by the instructor. If the student does not withdraw from the course and fails to complete the requirements of the course, the student will receive a failing grade. 45 days into the semester, we do a report as professors, and we tell the college this person is attending class, this person is not attending class. If somebody is not attending class, then they are withdrawn at that date. If they are attending class at that point, then they are considered in the course to the end. And I will have no power to pull you out. It does not matter if I know that something's going on with you or not. I can't pull you out after that. It will be up to you. And I can tell you from personal experience that if you do not withdraw from a class when you're not attending the class, you will get an F on your transcript. I have several of them myself that I can show you to prove that that is exactly what will happen. The good news about this particular class is you can repeat it, you do a tiny little form for grade replacement, and they replace the grade. The easiest thing to do, though, is if you know you can't finish the class, withdraw. Americans with Disabilities Act, accommodation. You can read all that. The important information is right here. The ARS front desk phone number, 928-344-7674 or 928-344-7629. They are in the 3C building. That's one of those big baked potato looking buildings. If you need an accommodation, we do all sorts of accommodations here at AWC. I've had students in my classes over the years that have had all sorts of accommodations. Some needed special chairs, some of them needed note takers, some of them needed to be sitting in the front, some of them needed to be sitting in the back. Some needed me to use a black marker on the board instead of different colored markers. There's all kinds of different things that we can do to make sure that you have everything available to you to be successful in the course. The only thing I can't do is offer an accommodation. It does not matter how obvious it is that you need help. If you came in to my classroom, and I've had people come in with, one arm missing or one hand missing or something like that, but if you came in with both hands missing, I could not say, do you need somebody to take notes for you? I can't legally do that. I'm not legally allowed to make that diagnosis, no matter how obvious it may be. You have to be the one to initiate the request for accommodations. Academic integrity. Cheating. Don't cheat. Text and notebooks. You're expected to have all the materials for the class. Methods of instruction. We'll have some lectures. We'll do some in-class work, group work, visual aid instruction, learning activities. You got scientific calculators. Those are if you want one, and you don't even need scientific calculator in this class. I have no idea what algebra tiles are. That's been on the syllabus for years, and nobody can tell me what they're for. I assume at some point when these get revised, that will be removed. Computer software is just the nature of the world these days. Cognitive practical strategies, that's the kind of thinking things through that we do. Journal writing is not an official part of the class, but I do encourage you to do it. It's a nice way of documenting your progress through a course. How did you feel about a particular topic? What did you think of a particular topic? So on and so forth. And then you can look back at it later in the semester and you can realize, oh, you know what? I was worried about this, but now I understand. And it's just a way of reassuring yourself and rebuilding your confidence. Evaluations, tests, quizzes, homework, projects, groups, assignments. Again, I'm not going to be grading a journal writing, but I do encourage you to do a journal writing for your own benefit. All right, that is the syllabus. I'll talk to you later in class.